Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. Switch, switch. Wide, get wide.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
To throw, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now left side on the swing pass. Room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Switch.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ram. In your face.
Here's Sproles. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yo. 53's the mic.
From the red zone now, Wentz. He shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 1-yard line.
80 weapon. 53's the mic. 53.
They'll try and run it now with Sproles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He's driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Kill. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 5. 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2 kill. Hey, Delta. Here we go.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jalen Mills, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Watch the run.
On first down, they run with Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Sproles. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Wentz now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Wentz now to throw. And he fires one incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That opening drive ended with the INT and didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going. He's got him in. Complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 96 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On the delay, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 54.
Now it's Sproles. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterbacks edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Wentz going to try and throw on third. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Mahomes will try again on second down. His throw incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Forced out to his left. They complete it to Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's got it to Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes on target there to Hill. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams, 5-3, Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas and Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. If you lose to someone, anyone, it could knock you out of the race.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run forward with Howard, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On first down, Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 280. In the face. Shift. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They go with Howard again. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking deep for his... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 72 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 41 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Elliott good with a PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Mahomes. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes, rolling to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Check, check, check.
Again, it's Howard. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
for
sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Hey, keep it up.
Let's find 7.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Right there. 54.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson, 56 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity. They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Being chased out left. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. Mahomes hit, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not
Darren Sproles. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play, and Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that. Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still have to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I don't think you got it, son.
They'll run it with Sproles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Rip 5-2, out here.
Hey, Zoo. Mike's 56.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled, because we're in OT. This is big time.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Throwing is Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.